Alright, it's live. Alright, so hello everyone. Welcome to the episode of Connecting with Mercedes, Tiya, and Casey. My name is Sam Lee, and I'll be the interviewer interviewing these three powerful women that I'll be interviewing today. This is episode number 55, and for those who haven't met me before, my name is Sam Lee, and I'm the founder of Connect with Confidence. And yeah, I'll be the interviewer interviewing these three lovely girls. So how have you been? You've been well, Mercedes, Tiya, and Casey?
Yes.
So let's start off so today is going to be a bit different. I normally do this interview online on Zoom, but we decided to do this in person just to do something new, spice it up a little bit. And yeah, so the first question is, any plans for the upcoming long weekend, Mercedes?
Hi Sam and everyone, thank you for having me today. It's such a wonderful pleasure to be surrounded by a great people. I would say Sam, to yourself, Tiya and Casey. It's always good to catch up. Plans for the weekend. It's my husband's birthday tomorrow, which is Friday. So we're going away on Saturday for lunch in the city. And on Sunday, the whole family is coming over to my place to celebrate like the full fam bam. So I'm planning to have a big weekend and relax perhaps on Monday or Tuesday. There you go. Tiya?
Thank you, Sam, for having us on your show. It's like Mercedes said, it's a pleasure and a privilege. And same, like I'm really enjoying with like-minded women being here. So regarding my plans, I would say probably just some road trips with family, maybe going to the beach now that it's spring and feels like summer some of the days. I know the weather has been up and down, so if the weather is good, so beach, otherwise maybe a road trip to the mountains, and also catching up on some me time, like maybe a bit of meditation, journaling, and just relaxing.
Interesting. Cool.
Yes.
Thanks for sharing. Casey?
Well, amazing. Thank you, Sam and Mercedes, and also Tiya, for this wonderful time being together. Wow, asking the long weekend coming up. Well, I can really connect to what Tiya say. I do a lot of personal work, journaling and also collaging, and really connect with my vision. My vision is all about health. And this coming Sunday, actually I planned up the community gathering, and we're having a beautiful breakfast with all the community. People are invited. It's in Maryland's bowling club, because I realizing people alone we can't do much, but together we can do a lot. So has been planned out, and even my neighbors, my next door neighbors, and people are a bit further down in the street, and colleagues, and everybody's welcome. And then I feel like being together, we can create something great. Thank you for asking, and being present with what we are creating. It's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Well, first question was very easy, right? So thanks for sharing the long weekend. So this podcast is really about getting to know you, like your social life and your career, professional life as well. So the next question is, what are your hobbies or interests?
Wow, that's a really good question, and I'd like to share with you and everybody on Facebook and that listen to this podcast. I like music. I really enjoy dancing and listening to music and reading. My deepest hobby, or the real hobby that I have, is to read crime, Australian crime books. And my husband always thinks that I'm planning to do something to him and get away with murder. But I'm passionate about forensics and investigations, Crime Australia, and all those things. I'm fascinated about the court cases, how the police get into the matter and how they resolve a crime. So forensic is one of my biggest hobbies. And I enjoy reading books, and I go a big collection at home. So there you go.
Awesome. Okay, from my hobbies, I think one of them I'll have to say is fashion. I personally see it as a tool for empowerment to women as well, not just fashion. Fashion is also a tool for empowerment, because when women dress good, they feel good. When they look good, they're more confident. It boosts their self-esteem, and they can achieve great things. So fashion has been both a work and hobby for me. I do organize a lot of fashion shows, and photo shoots and brand shoots as part of my work, but it's also a hobby, so it's both. And the second hobby I have is travel. I love to travel. I've been all over the world. We've been to Europe, Asia, almost like so many continents, America. And again, it's also both work and hobby, so it's good. Work-wise, like I have clients in many countries, and it's also a hobby because I get to explore new places, meet new people, and find out about new cultures. So plastic is,
Great. Wow. Talking about hobby, that's great. I really connect Mercedes and Tiya. Talking about hobby, actually I developed my hobby into what I do. Actually, my hobby is connecting with the mom. Actually, I'm very into that, empowering one family work out. So my hobby is in conversation to connect with the moms and checking in, how are they going with their children's schooling and their hobby. And so I got a lot of people actually around me. They are mothers and they love to talk to me. And I have 3 beautiful children and they're just highly, highly accomplished. And I developed this one into, to give back to the community and to empower them to be able to be confident, being as a wife, being as a woman. And yeah, I think I would say my hobby is my conversation. And I really love to have a deep connection with the people, what really kicked them. Mercedes say about music, I really love to listen to the music and connect with the people's goodness. And that, can you believe that turned into my hobby? And that's great, thank you.
Okay. Wow, interesting hobbies, interesting hat, all 3 of you. So that's really cool. Everyone's got a great. I always like to get to know you guys, your background, like when you guys get good experts in your fields. So the next question is, tell us a little bit about your credentials, like your career and things like that. So Mercedes, I've heard that you're a JP, you've won the Citizen of the Year as well. Tiya, you've become the Miss Singapore, is it?
Miss Infinity Singapore.
Yeah, Singapore. That's really cool. And Casey, you're one of the highest elite ranks in USANA. So I would like to know you a little bit about how you got to those great prestige awards and high ranks, things like that. And also tell me a bit about what do you do for your day-to-day job. So I'll start with Mercedes.
Thank you, Sam. I'm a banker, so I've been in banking industry for 25 years now, and I've been a broker as well to the side, and so all I know is about accounting and finance, but also I started a new venture a few years ago about connecting with new businesses and be the business coach, asking or teaching them and coaching about the nature of the business, confident, how to talk, how to explain themselves, how to be clear and open in communication with the clients. So that's something that I do to the side, and sometimes I do it over the phone as well because my clients cannot come to me. They live all over Sydney. But at the same time, I've been connected with the community. So I've been a community leader for 10 plus years and won few awards, like you say, Sam, Citizen of the Year, New South Wales Volunteer of the Year, and I got the International Women's Day Award as well. But that's something that I was not expecting. Things come along after I've been connected with the community. So being in few organizations myself and be able to help people that really needs and being the ambassador for domestic violence, it led me to the way of thinking, I'm here and this is my purpose. That the purpose of my life is helping and connecting with people that really need me, and it brings a lot of joy to me. So so this is me. So I'm a woman of few hats, and I like to be called that a helper, and somebody that is telling me that I'm a helper, and that's enough for me. There you go, Tiya.
For sure, that's true.
Nice to know about you, Mercedes.
You know me very well,
Yeah,
right?
it's always still good to know more,
Yeah.
and be reminded of the amazing work that you do.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank
So
you.
as for me, professionally, I wear a lot of hats, I would say. So I'm a business analyst and coach, a life coach. I'm also a fashion model and brand influencer. My background professionally is I have a computer engineering degree from the National University of Singapore. And then I did a diploma in positive psychology. And also I have a certification in life coaching and business coaching. And numerous courses around this, fields. Yeah, so I would say work-wise, what I do is a bit of all of these. So I help out at the IT consultancy. I also help organize, like I said, fashion shows and brand shoots. I personally also, as an influencer, promote brands on my Instagram. That's also a profession. And award-wise, I won Miss Infinity Singapore 2022, and I was also Miss Infinity NSW Australia for 2021.
Wow.
And I was the Influencer of the Year a few years ago. And of course, like these are just, names, just titles. Like end of the day, I have to be satisfied with what I do. And what I truly enjoy doing is women empowerment, and everything sort of comes together. Because when I coach women on their business, I help them increase their business. I help them, how they can sort of even start a business if they haven't even started it, how they can grow it. When it comes to life coaching, when I'm helping them with how to find their life's purpose, motivation, goal setting, even sometimes group therapy. When it comes to fashion, like I said again, fashion shows that women are empowering women through making them feel better about themselves, making them feel beautiful. So a lot of my work centers around end of the day women empowerment, I would say.
Well, thanks for sharing. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. I'll pass it to Casey.
That's so amazing. Thank you, Sam. He has the biggest heart, to connect us together. He's a connector, isn't he?
Thank you.
And Mercedes, when I mention about her name, it's always, my heart's pumping. She's an amazing, true giver and a helper. And look at Tiya, actually, so many titles, and then they are so humble. So that's what I get to call my life. I'm having a life miracle. So what's the question again? The question is about what I...
Yeah, your question is how do you become successful in New Zealand life? Tell us your rank, why you decide to go all in on New Zealand.
Wow, okay, that's great. Actually, Sam, I just done the survey, asking people around why people say yes to me. And this one is so amazing. I think actually that my biggest gift to people is empowering them. Empowering them, what do they want to achieve in life? And my biggest gift is that in 34 years, almost 35, actually in health, everything what I talk about is health. I'm coming from actually from the village to become a registered nurse in China. And when I come to Australia, I'm thinking I have nothing else to do but registered nurse again. So I am the requalified my qualification again and postgraduate in human science. And up until one day I was not well. Actually, I was battling with my eye condition, and I have been pumped with a lot of medication, and I'm not settled with that. And I find out my purpose actually to really restore my own health. And at the end, I find out I love to give back to the community. And when I'm talking about my story and being as an immigrant, and if you're thinking about that, I'm at a stage in doctor's clinic, and doctor told me that what I can't do, and I'm thinking I'm the immigrant, come to the new country to do something, and I know that I have to do something. So it's not just like, just one thing transforming me. I'm very hungry in learning and allowing myself to grow and develop. This is something about me. And the life get transformed around me. That is really rewarding. Let me share that with you about one of the story. I met one of the lady before she met me, and because she used to be back home, really, being the housewife and the husband is really going out there and earning the money home. But after the 3 times the husband got car accident and the husband become depressed. And this lady actually, when I met her, I can see the house is so down, she doesn't know what to do. And I kind of like look at her, I say, there is something what you can do. And I know that you are not very good at role switching. Right now, you used to be back at home, and right now you have to be more in the front. And this is what this industry is about. We're transforming people's life. And this one give me the light. And I don't need to give you my title. I have so many people are like that. And right now when you see them and they say, Casey, right now I find my purpose to give back to my family and the community. And right now we have a team globally and collectively we have a vision. Every home have a one health champion. And this one health champion to minding the family, physical health, nutrition, emotional health. And together with these beautiful people, and I do experience I'm not alone. So the vision has been created and the team every day they're backing me up. So this is the purpose who I am, and from the immigrant, coming from nothing, and right now we just got to give back, and that's who I am. And that's why I can see that Usana's vision really tied in with my vision, because I know the ordinary person like me, right now I can striving with a group of people, and that's why I'm passionate about what I'm doing. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's put this back on. So yeah, very inspiring. Lucky, I'm very privileged to interview this very powerful, influential women out there. So it really inspires me to keep going as well, because of what you women achieved. Like, it's really cool, and it's really cool. So it's good that you talked about your background. And the next question is, I know you're all very sociable, very good at connecting. Yeah, you can influence people. And I just want to get some hints and tips from you. How do you positively influence people? Do you have any hints and tips for the viewers? How you can, basically build friendships easily in a way. So I'll start off with Mercedes. What's your input of this?
Thank you, Sam. How to connect with people? I guess, and sorry if I'm a little bit too proud of this, but I'm very easy to connect with people. I think my personality helps a lot. I like to talk, as you know. And when I connect with people, I first listen to them, and having a good ear to listen and to, like Tiya said, she's an analyst. I was trying to be an analyst in the banking industry. And like I said, 25 years I was a banking analyst, but that didn't stop me to develop this analyzing mind, where as soon as you meet people, you know that if they're struggling, or if they're happy, or if they're going through something, or they just want to be your friend. So it's easy for me to understand and to look at them and listen what they say and to connect with them. Also, being positive is another good tip that I can give. Everybody goes through different things in life, and we don't know what they're going through. Everybody has cadavers in the wardrobe. That's what I say. And I always treat people the way I like to be treated, because I believe that when you give, it gets back to you.
Yep.
And connecting with people that need me is one of my majors. I always connect with people that they don't need me, which is for fun and is lovely. I enjoy it a lot, but connecting with those that I think they need me, and sometimes they don't know, it makes me a lot of joy and pride, just to pick up the phone every now and then and ask them how they're going. what they do. And every now and then I found that people say, thank you for the quote Mercedes, you helped me a lot. I really need to listen to you. I really needed to connect with somebody. I'm going through ta-da-da-da-da-da. And I say, look, everything's gonna be all right. And my goal is always to say to those people that are having a hard time, I say, look, but they only last 24 hours. Tomorrow's gonna be another day. So that's my hints and tip.
Interesting.
Okay, my tips would be, first one I would say is like whenever I meet someone, I'm always trying to find how I can value add to the relationship or the connection.
Yeah.
So the tip is like, don't first think how this will benefit me or what am I going to get out of it. The first thing you should think is, what can I give to this relationship? Whether it's a friendship, acquaintance, business relationship, the first thought should always be what I can provide, what I'm bringing to the table. And people can see that, like people can see whether you're being selfish, that's why you're in their friendship, or whether you genuinely want to offer something and you're genuinely seeing how you can help. And the second thing I would say is, like, for example, at events, a lot of the time, some ladies or people tell me, oh, I went to this event wanting to make friends, and I came back with not having made any friends or connections. So I say, never wait for other people to approach you. Like, always take the initiative. People might be shy, like Mercedes said, we don't know what they're going through. Maybe they're not going through a very good time right now, so they're not feeling very talkative. But they will open up if you let them, So you should take the initiative. I always do that. I have no ego. A lot of people, they feel, like, oh, why should I be the one approaching people? But I feel if you want to connect people, want genuine connections, no ego, I always go and talk to them. What will happen in the worst case? They'll probably just ignore you and say, sorry, I'm busy, or sorry, I find you boring, I don't want to talk to you, it's fine, I don't mind. I never take it personally. Luckily, it hasn't happened, but even if it does, I wouldn't take it personally. And the third tip is that always find something genuine to compliment when you meet someone. Please don't give fake compliments, people can tell. Please be genuine, because I believe there's no one in this world who has nothing good going for them. So there has to be at least one thing you can find, whether it's their personality, looks, hair, dressing, something that's good. So find that one genuine thing that attracts you about them and give a compliment. Like, I'll, for example, say, like, oh, Mercedes, I love your lipstick color. That's the truth.
Yeah.
And your hair, she's beautiful, beautiful eyes.
And I know you
lovely
did.
hair color. She has a glow on her face. It's like, these are all genuine, you can tell, So always be, be nice to them, but in a genuine way. Like, I know a lot of people who give fake compliments. It's so obvious you'd rather they don't compliment.
Yeah.
So those are my 3 tips.
Wow.
So I'll pass it on to Casey.
Wow, I'm so connected already, and I learned a lot. And first of all, I'm really related to Sam, his story, and I put his book in my son's bedroom, because I love to let him know everybody come from different process. And the way I'm very connected with Sam is that I coming from like him, I coming from the village, and and about 7 or 8 years old, and then I go to the big city, and I haven't even seen the big bars, and then you can just see that I feel like being excluded. Everybody know the big bars and all that, and I feel like being left out. So I think the biggest tip for the connecting is to meet people where they are. And I just, I got tears in my eyes. Actually, I was able to really, see the tip to you is to really relate it to people, to see where they are. And you might see they are smiling and all that, but check in with them. Hey, how are you really? This question I always ask people, how are you really? And I look at them, and then they know what I'm talking about. And some people, they say, I'm not doing very well. And then I will spend time with them. So I think the tip to you all, if you are listening, is to really relate to people where they are. And the second one is actually, I see people big. People actually, we as a human being, we are naturally connected. And if you see anyone in the room, they are not connected, and you're noticing something's going in their head. And I would say that, wherever I go, the best connector, I see them big. Say, for example, we are at this point, but we are still going, right? We are still going, and then that's what I see and relate to people. related people big, they are a big person, having a big mind, and people naturally connected, and that's the programming I always put in my mind, with the people. And yeah, and then I also really love what Tiya said, to really genuine, and someday, if I'm not feeling very well, find out some people around you that they are able to providing a safe space for you. Because if you are the natural giver, you do need someone to give it back to you, and that's another tip. I really love it. To give and take is a circle. Actually, if you are keep giving and if you don't take, so I sometimes are going out to my people. I say, can you just listen to me? I just having a day, and yeah, I just having a day. Sometimes it's not going your way. You say, for example, I'm the business owner. If I don't perform, I don't get paid, right? And the bills is on the table. And I do have actually created a group of people. They're listening me to big, and I say that, could you just relate it to me that I'm the women leader, and then they listen what I say, and they're giving back to me, and then of course we do vice versa. So 3 things I have talked about: relate to people where they are. Don't assume wow, they look amazing and you're thinking they are amazing. Okay, this is number 1. And number 2 is to see people big. People are naturally connector. If they are not connecting, you could offer the hand for them. And number 3 is creating a group that's serving you and you can serve others. And creating a group allowing you to grow and developing. And this is the 3 tips. And that's why I come back to Sam. I really love you to truly connect with Sam, and his life purpose touched me. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Wow, thanks Casey for the compliment. Let's feel it like this is gold. Like the hints and tips that they give. Like I hope you can implement in your life, because they already have that experience and it works for them. They're successful from it as well. So hope you learn from something from it. Like I learned something just then. Like be genuine to others, compliment others genuinely, and as well as I guess see their value in others. Like you said, process. Everything is really good on how you say. One more question. I didn't let you guys know before this, but it's getting close to the end of the year. So, any plans for Christmas or New Year's?
Wow, yeah, I think we in my family, I'm from a Spanish background, so Latino.
Yeah.
So we celebrate Christmas the big way. Not much as a Catholic, we don't go much to church, so I'm guilty about that, but I'm honest to realize that that's what we do. But doesn't mean that we don't believe or we don't celebrate the Christianity. So for us, it's all about family together. It's gathering together. Like my mother used to say, the best way that you can look that you have a good family day is the next day, when you see a lot of dirty place, a lot of untidy house. That means you have one of the best days with your family. So that's what we plan to do. And then in January, we're going away with my husband. Pretty much in Sydney, like in Australia, we don't go. We already done a couple of international travels, Europe and China recently. So we plan just to have a little bit of relaxing time, low key, and then make the best of our days. That's exactly what we do.
As for me, I have plans to visit my parents in Singapore with family.
Nice.
So for those who don't know, that's where I grew up. So Singapore is my home, second home now, because Australia has become first home. And we still go back every year to visit my parents. And Singapore is like a melting pot of culture. So I'm looking forward to trying all the new foods. Because every time I go back every year, there's something new always.
Oh, nice.
So I'm thinking of trying, like some new foods, new festivals, maybe, even shopping. And then maybe January, like Mercedes said, some quiet time with family as well. Because we also had like quite a few travels this year. We were in Japan, we were in the US, you know, and then we'll be in Singapore soon. So probably some quiet time to wind down in January before the madness starts again in February. Work, university, everything.
Great, amazing. Actually, I can connect with every one of us here. And Mercedes talk about the house being messy and partying and all that. It's really wonderful. And if you are listening out there, actually, the Christmas holiday, I would love to help people who are struggling with the cash flow.
Wow.
And if you hear people that actually, I know that right now the economics and everybody experiencing being connected with the inflation and mortgages interest high, and I think I'm going to set my purpose to talk to 2 people a day, and then to connect with them and where they are. And I also myself, I got heated by that as well. So I just want to be authentic with you like that. So with this economy really hit people, so I really love to be connected very tight with the people. They giving it back to me, or I give it back to them. And you are not surprised if I talk about you can become my health champion, guarding your family's health, and you are not going to be surprised. And I'm going to be that person during Christmas holiday, and connected with the people who really I love, and really start from there. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow. So thanks Mercedes, Tiya, and Case for your time today. Give it a high five. Yes, good job. Good job. So this draws to a close. Just the interview today. I hope you learned something from these 3 powerful women. If you want to connect with them, I already tagged them on Facebook. Just add them on Facebook. I think they're happy to add you. And if you have any questions, just personal message them. If you feel inspired today, I've definitely felt inspired today because I learned from you, every single one of you as well. So it's very inspiring. So viewers,
I'd like to add something if I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say thank you to Sam for your time. I know you're busy, but the way that you're connecting with the rest of us and what you do for work, which is all about empowering people, connecting, and make them realize how to be self-confident. It's incredible what you do, and knowing your story that you already shared with many of us, it's incredible how you can turn negative to positive. So I think Sam is somebody that I highly see and in the best place that he could be, and please connect with him as well. He's gonna be one of your definitely somebody that can guide you through to your business, to your confidence, to your self-esteem, to be yourself. So thank you very much, Sam, for your time today. I really appreciate it, and it was a pleasure for me to be here today.
All right.
Can I? So thank you for this collective talk. You call podcast, whatever you call. I'm really touched. So if you are out there struggling with anything, maybe the connecting, maybe you love to have an easy connecting like a Mercedes, or maybe Tiya, or maybe you have a little bit hiccup with your health. And if you hear anything struggle that you don't want to be deal with alone, that you're reaching out, one of this is going to reach out to you, and you can feel very safe. We are here, we are local, we are in hills area, and we can even plan up the face-to-face meet up. And same story already touched thousands of people, and actually his book is in my son's bed, and I asked him to read, and because I want him to know we all coming from humble beginning. Thank you.
I'll add something.
Yes.
So
Everyone's got some.
Yes, I'll just say.
Sorry, I started.
That's okay, it's okay.
I'll just quickly say what the other 2 ladies say, because I agree with that. That Sam himself is very empowering and inspiring, and his story is, those who know about it, is incredible. So I think that's a very big testament to how you can rise from ashes and turn, like Mercedes said, positive, something negative into something positive, like turn pain into power. And like Sam said, he's learned a lot from all of us, and we inspire him. I would say it goes both ways. We've learned a lot from him, and he inspires us and empowers us as well.
Okay, thank you. Wow. I like those compliments. I don't think I can sleep tonight after this.
Just
Just getting bombarded compliments. But so yeah, the straw's still closed. So yeah, let's say bye to the viewers, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Until the next
Thank you.
time.
Spend time with us.
Cool. All right.
Thank you.
Let me just turn this off.
Alright,